BagFuel, baby.
Boom, BagFuel. I'm ESSO once he sounds official.
Hynaken.
You know what I'm saying? Got my partner High here with me. We got a special guest right now, brand new being zone. Controversies on right now.
Is he controversial?
I say right now, I say controversies on right now.
But is he though? Because, you know, Ghost and I were talking.
But can we say his name?
He can say his name.
Lord Jamar.
Lord Jamar.
Peace.
What's good?
They're saying you're disrupting the ecosystem of hip-hop currently. From the history, from the foundation, from the behavior, the politics, the business.
Is that what they're saying?
Absolutely. Toronto's upset with you. St. Louis is upset with you.
The Caribbean.
The Caribbeans.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Ricans. Hold on. You got Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, the whole Toronto and the whole St. Louis. And yeah.
I mean,
you're doing your job. The fuck you want me to tell you?
First of all, you know, what's life without a little disruption? First of all.
That's an interesting
Things need to be disrupted sometimes, especially if, you know, what has coalesced is some bullshit. Sometimes you need to disrupt the bullshit, like, you know what I mean?
The interview Adam 22 did with the alleged killer of Pop Smoke, is that?
I didn't see that.
Yes. The young man was recounting how things went that night. He has been documented or been identified as the man who took Pop Smoke's life, and Adam 22 gave him the platform to tell his story in a vague fashion or manner.
Right.
And I don't rock with that.
Right.
Personally.
I don't either, but look who's doing it. You see what I'm saying? To him, it's that voyeurism. A lot of people want to cosplay as black people. They want to really, you know, try to, let me see what it's really like to be a black guy. And what was it like when you killed Pop Smoke?
That's crazy.
What was going on in your mind? You know, did you smoke a little, what kind of weed? Or, you know, did you pop a Perk 30 or something before you did it? Like, this is the type of sick shit that these motherfucking voyeuristic vultures be into. And the kind of questions that they ask and the kind of people that they would bring on. Like, and I bet you that probably got a lot of views on his channel, right?
An obscene amount. For obvious reasons. It's controversial, et cetera, et cetera.
Like my channel on YouTube, like sometimes, like I got friends that was like famous drug dealers and shit back in the days. And I've attempted to interview them a couple times on my channel. They don't give a fuck about that on my channel. Because the people that follow me are into some conscious shit and, you know, on some pro-black shit and some... They don't care about stories about drug dealers and how they made their money and in their heyday, what was the most money they ever made and what was the most keys they ever moved. Nobody gives a fuck about that on my channel. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of that, actually. Let's clap it up for let's clap it up for my fucking audience not fucking falling for the bullshit. You know what I mean? Love y'all.
I want to interject because you two gentlemen right here have traveled way more than the average person. So y'all understand politics in different places. And I don't know what your experience is on the West Coast, but SO has told me the gang culture is so prevalent over there that might have been the reason that Adam 22 was forced to do the interview. Does that make it a little bit different?
First of all, why would gang culture force Adam 20? He's not in a gang, is he?
I mean, but it bleeds into people who are not in the gang.
What I'm saying is, was the guy who killed Pop Smoke in a gang or something?
Yes, they say he's...
So now you're telling me that his set ran up on Adam 22 and said, you better interview this guy? Like, I'm trying to understand the reasoning, like what you're trying to say.
No, I'm saying that...
How would that have anything to do with it?
I mean, LA is a little bit different than anything else.
Bro,
People,
I've been
I don't.
rocking
I'm not
with
trying
LA
to.
dudes, and I know about LA gang culture, you know, and did not get co-opted by it. And I'm
Got you.
super cool with dudes. You know what I mean? Super cool. But never would you see me throwing up any signs or acting like I'm affiliated in that kind of way. But I know dudes that brought that shit back over here to the East Coast and start repping that same block that I'm talking about.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. What's up with you and the Sexy Red thing? What's going on with you and Sexy Red and she
Nothing.
answering you back and all the
She said, and I quote, ask Chief Keef if I stink.
Right. That's hilarious to me.
So what's that? See, I don't.
That's almost like
I appreciate
that's almost like admission, if you ask me. Like, well, I'm not gonna answer that. Ask Chief Keef if I stink. First of all, she's on record saying that her own funk box rocks the spot.
Yeah,
Like
she
she's
said that
already on record saying she had yellow discharge. Am I making this up?
Absolutely not.
Did she say that?
She did.
Right. But I'm just kind of going by how she looks in my eyes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, we all know, if you're from the hood, we all know hood girls like that. And, you know.
What? And what?
And this is.
And what? Nigga?
And I've been in rooms, whoosh, of the after funk of some of these broads. Like when you're coming up, B, like, you know what I mean? You and your boys.
So I didn't see what went on. So you're saying she looked dirty? Is that what's been passed along?
A lot of people have said that.
She looked like her hygiene might not be to the level that I would appreciate. Okay. Now, some people feel that's okay, that it's natural. You start hitting it and the shit start cacking, and it's okay. Like, you know what I mean?
This nigga crazy.
I love it.
I'm not into that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want, from the beginning to the end, I don't want no smell coming from the shit, because that's saying that your pH level is off and all type of shit. They don't understand that something's wrong. Guys, if you see that cottage cheese come out, that's bad. Run. Like, don't. You know what I mean?
Run from the cream?
Bro.
Yo, Lord Jamar.
The cream is not good. Now, the squirt is something different, but the cream, we don't fuck with the cream. Anyway, listen, I was asked a question about Sexy Red. It's not like I know the girl. I'm just gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying I feel like I've known girls like her in the past. And, you know, when you're young, you might have we all cutting and we all got bitches at the crib and everybody's fucking. And, you know what I mean?
Some bitches
And then
is
you
dirty.
walk into a certain room and it's just like, it smelled like.
She looked like the certain room bitch.
She looked like the certain room broad. And that's all I'm saying.
I can't go against your word just because the reason why people truly don't understand the amount of success you attain at a very young age. So what you've done at 19, dudes ain't even gonna do at 55. So you've already accumulated and ran into things that nobody's gonna see. So
Well, I ran into shit before I even got into this game.
got you.
Okay, I got into this game at 21. And trust me,
You was working.
I did my numbers way before I got into this thing. Okay?
He used to have hair.
Me too.
He had
Long
dreads.
hair. But no.
I'm just saying that because
And then-
they always got these theories that women like men with hair. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
that's right. Listen, I used to have waves.
Me
You know what I
too.
mean? like first I was the waves dude. Like, you know. They like that.
Told you.
Then I had the dreads.
Oh, it's
you know
all-
what I mean? And then when they was down here, you know, they like that.
What made you cut the dreads off? Just off a regular time.
To keep it real, they just started fucking up after a while. Like disproportionate growth. Sometimes, you know, this shit gets heavy and sometimes they'll break off and, you know what I mean? All kinds, it's just too much maintenance and shit. Like, at one point, you started getting them braided and all this type of shit, right? And so now that created like new growth in the front, and it was like, now it's looking half afro, half dread. Get this shit out of here. You know what I mean? Like, and they say that dreads hold certain energy and all that type of shit.
So you wanted to get rid of the
So I wanted to get, because there was one relationship.
Transitioning?
Yes, I was in a transition space. And so I was like, you know what? Let me get rid of that energy and start fresh.
What's interesting is that Sexyy Red decides to respond to that comment, but she didn't respond to the part of you saying that she's an industry plant. That was what was interesting to me, because I would have been like, I'd rather defend that first.
Why? But why do you consider her an industry plant?
Again, I didn't come out and say she was industry plant. Homeboy from Art of Dialogue asked me, do I think she could be an industry plant? And I said, yeah, sure.
Okay,
and why do I think that?
Why do you think she could? So I gotta word it correctly.
Because she represents everything that's wrong with the black woman and everything that this society would like to multiply and proliferate amongst our community. So they're gonna reward someone like her who is out here, this pussy fat and all that fucking shit she talking about. They're gonna reward the lowest of the low in order to inspire the lowest of the low to be like that and feel like that could be you. You follow her footsteps, that could be you.
Can I ask you a question, an honest one?
What's that?
You didn't travel all down south, Kentucky, St. Louis,
all
Oklahoma, all over them down south girls. Don't they act just like her?
No.
You don't think so?
Let me tell you something.
Like hold up.
In the hood. And that's what I'm saying. Hang on.
That's what she's for.
If we're gonna, and that's not cool though. She's appealing.
They need somebody too, though.
Hang on, but why it's got to be that negative representation of a woman? Hang on, let me just say this.
All right.
Let me just say this.
Go on.
Southern women, like a real Southern woman.
That's not that.
Hold up.
That's not that.
Let me say what I'm gonna say. A real Southern woman is one of the most classiest black women you will ever find out here on these
That's facts.
not on these streets, I should say.
Because they not on the street.
Because they not on these streets.
Yeah, but they hard to find now.
For the streets.
Okay, but you're right.
They're the ones.
Yeah, but that's Texas, Atlanta. We talk about
Let him cook. Let Russ cook. Let Russ
I'm
cook.
talking even Louisiana. I'm talking when you get to a certain level of class. You see? We're talking about a certain level of class. So don't try to paint a brush on all Southern women and act like they all act like that. No. It's when you get to a certain level of class. And unfortunately, in this country, class is associated with economics. You understand? So the lower on the economic totem pole you are, the less so-called class you will be seen to have. And that's not even always true, because you got people that are at super low economics who are super classy. Like back in the days, you used to have people that could grow up in poverty but have such dignity about themselves.
They're not Southern, they're country.
No, hold up.
It's different.
Listen.
The Kentucky niggas
Listen,
and the St. Louis and the
they're
Indianapolis niggas is country.
I don't
Southern
believe,
niggas is different from the country niggas.
I don't believe that. I mean, I don't believe that. I believe Southern, I believe that some people have class. Hey, hold up. Some people have class. Some people are taught right by their peoples, and some people don't. Some people didn't have that family structure where they had an example of what class looked like. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sure her mother was one of those mothers that, was smoking cigarettes with a baby on her hip talking about, Red, get the fuck over here. Like one of those, you know what I mean? And maybe come from generations.
Yeah, come from that stupid shit, like yelling at their son when they walk. I hate that. That gets her. that gets on my nerve, yanking your kid.
They 2-3 years
talking to
old.
him like they're a
If you
grown
don't
man.
shut the motherfucker,
and
you don't shut the
stupid.
fuck up, I'm gonna slap the shit out of your ass. Now get your fucking ass in the corner.
I can't stand that.
And and that's class. That happens South, city,
It's all over.
country.
That's all over.
all over. She represents the lowest of the low, no matter where you're at. It doesn't matter, South, country, or
Or
whatever.
don't
the
they
fuck.
need inspiration
She
too?
just happens to be from the South.
Lord,
inspiration to be foul? Why not have inspiration to
they
be
look
good?
At her, no, listen. They look at her as a success story. They're not looking at her.
And
they're
that's
not-
the problem.
But listen,
that's the problem.
Hold on.
But listen, but
We're
they're not.
gonna unpack this.
I got you. They're not looking at her as how you're looking at her. You're looking at her as a substance person. They're looking at her like she's from where I'm from. She made it
She's
out
a success
from where
story.
I'm at.
Yeah, that's what she
she
looks
got
like.
paid. Whatever she's rapping about,
And that's
I'm not
why
even,
she's a plant.
I'm not even concerned about, you know why? Because I'm living this life anyway, so it doesn't sound crazy to me. I'm doing this every day.
Jamar, can we
And
make
that's
a-
why she would be the
Was
perfect
Kanye
plant.
a plant?
Kaya?
My neck, my
My
back.
neck, my
She
back.
might have been an early plant, yup. But only she was too ugly for the job.
I need a drink.
Hey,
Virgo brother, bro. That's it.
Yo, listen.
I can't be mad at him.
Real talk. Me and this nigga was outside smoking.
we should have had the cameras out.
Yo.
there.
Oh, it was an amazing conversation.
We was outside
I was almost
smoking.
thinking, why y'all don't shoot outside? It's beautiful
we was
out
smoking,
here. Like,
we was
just
talking
have
so
y'all
much.
made some great content.
A lot.
Talking so much, we was like, yo, just
Yeah,
chill.
all right, let's
so
stop.
we wasn't even trying to talk
No,
about nothing.
that be the
We was
vibe.
just regular shit. I said, yo, this shit gonna be wild. All right, the real question, right? This whole hip hop thing that you got going on, I saw you online challenging KRS, challenging multiple rappers, Busta Rhymes included.
And these are all people I love and respect.
Yeah, no,
just to
this
put it
camaraderie.
out there.
Yeah, put it out there. No, it's
Even
it's
if they're
not-
mad at me right
it's
now,
not
I
a
still love and
malicious thing.
respect them.
I don't think you're coming off as a malicious thing. I think that you're coming off as, I really want to get to what the truth is.
Yes,
You know what I'm
there you
saying?
go.
So I feel like that you're challenging them to say, basically, and you clear this up, this is what I'm saying. Hip hop started with black people, black culture. From the beginning, the DNA of hip hop, like we spoke about, the DNA of hip hop is sampling. Sampling, we sampled old jazz records, R&B records, things of that nature.
Disco,
we weren't
funk,
sampling merengue
soul.
and Julio Iglesias, and they weren't sampling.
Or Yellow Man
they
or
wasn't
none of that.
sampling Yellow
Yeah,
Man
yes.
for records. The origin of hip hop comes from black people, black music,
Black American
black
youth.
American youth, period. Break dancing, everything. Now, explain to me like how you broke it down. Explain to them like how you broke it down to me, because it made 100% sense.
Well, you just broke it down just now. All I said was what you just said. I didn't say that Puerto Rican people weren't on the scene while this was going on. I didn't say that people of Caribbean lineage weren't some of the first to DJ and all of that. Kool Herc was of Jamaican lineage.
Yeah.
What we're saying is that everything that they were doing was a black American thing.
The
They
experience.
had to play black American music. They had to dress like black Americans.
Ooh, okay, I
They had
understand.
to talk like black Americans.
Okay.
They had to everything like black Americans.
I'm adding on
and
to
there
you.
was
Yeah. They weren't doing Jamaican. They
Culture.
weren't culture to get to hip hop. They were using the black experience to get to hip hop. Ooh.
there is nothing Puerto Rican or Hispanic about hip hop. There are no infused words. You see how we say rap ciphers? That came out of 5% Nation because the 5% Nation has been in hip hop since its inception. So now we've entered the lexicon, the dialect of hip hop, yet we don't hear words in the lexicon, in the DNA, such as I don't know, give me any fucking Spanish word, you know. Bueno. We don't say no bueno. Like, that's not a thing that we say in hip-hop. Like, you know what I mean? We don't say, you know, put your Ross Clot hand in the air.
Yes.
We don't do none of that. We do, and what the rest of the world follows, and it's not just y'all, the whole world follows what Black America does. We are the progenitors of culture.
Why is there such, I don't want to say hunger, but such a drive for everybody to take the responsibility of the genesis of this culture?
Not responsibility, the credit.
The credit, yes.
And
Why
that is a great question, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, I've been saying this a couple times. There's a quote that comes to mind. It says, failure is an orphan.
Success has
many fathers. Okay? But can it really? How many fathers can it really have?
Unlimited.
You see, these are people claiming to be the father.
Yes.
That's why you need a DNA test to prove who's the real father. Okay?
Like Shaquille O'Neal's pops. When his real pops
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Look at my
Success.
Yup.
But failure is a bastard.
Yup.
Well, we were born in the same hospital. We were both born in Albert Einstein, so
Let's go.
we do have some, you know.
where hip hop began. Is
I
let's not leave that out.
thought you were gonna say, well, all the smart niggas was born.
But what is the concept of a plant, though, Jamar? Like, because people hear that
jumping
word.
all around now.
Yeah.
What is the
that's
concept
how
of
we
a
do
plant?
it. It's a conversation,
Yeah.
not an interview.
Because I
Gotcha.
know people hear that word. We understand what it is. Especially
It means somebody who's been inserted to try to guide and, to try to guide things in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they're given unlimited funds and unlimited resources in order to try to achieve their goal.
But what is the purpose of putting a Sexy Red out? Tell me, what's the end all to be all?
To
that
fuck
everybody.
up.
So did Little Kim fuck everybody up too?
She was a plant. She was.
Little Kim was a
hold on.
plant.
She was a seed. I'm gonna say she was a seed.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
She was the grandmother of fucking up all these fucking broads. Like when she got up there and spread her legs out like that and said, I take it in the butt, what? She fucking opened the door for all these girls to be whores. Then who was the next one that followed behind her? Nicki Minaj and
Yo, let him speak.
yeah,
Let him speak.
yeah.
Come on, Jamar.
And hold up, this the first time the cameraman I interviewed her. I never seen the cameraman get to speak. But okay, let's go.
Space Ghost, like
I've been around since the 70s with this shit.
Okay,
Come on,
I
come
hear
on,
you.
I'm
just saying.
Let him finish.
This is new for me.
Let him talk. Let him talk. This is about Lord
What you wanna
Jamar.
say?
No,
I'm asking you. They've been spreading their legs since the 70s. So Pam Grier's a plant too?
But hey,
Was she? Was she?
black
Why do you think they
exploitation.
call it black exploitation, sir? What do you think they was trying to fuck up at that time? You know what was prevalent at that time?
The family.
The Black Power movement. The Black is Beautiful movement. The Black Arts movement. Soul Train. Black people had mad shit in power at that time. They didn't like that. Let's fuck it up with immoral shit. Black people before that, at the civil rights movements, we were some of the most moral people that you'd ever want to find. After the 70s and that whole blaxploitation shit,
Single mother.
we was on some bullshit.
In the 60s, it was a
And
lot
yes,
of families.
hip-hop came out of that bullshit too, which is why it gravitated to a lot of bullshit.
So can you blame it?
Huh?
Can you blame it?
Because
I
think
mean,
about
we
it.
always have
You're
to...
saying it birthed it now. It's
Yeah,
part of
so-
the birth.
And we don't have you without this.
We have to take
let me
the
say,
good
'cause you-
and the bad
'cause you
for
big
our
on this
creation.
too, because you big on this too, God. So let me say this,
Yep.
right? It's part of his DNA. It's what you talked to. It's what you just taught me out there before we came on this camera. You taught
So
me.
you're saying foul shit is part of hip hop's DNA?
Yes.
It is.
You're right. But
And early on, you said we need a disruption.
Right. So now let's disrupt the foul shit.
Bring it.
Let's disrupt the foul shit. Because just because something's part of your DNA doesn't mean that you have to continue it. See, you could have an ancestor who killed mad people. That doesn't mean you have to keep doing it because you know that killing's wrong. So why the fuck would you continue that in your DNA? You create your DNA every day with the choices you make. So when you move forward and you decide not to do the foul shit, that now helps your next generation's DNA to be clean and be further away from that killer, from that whore, from whatever foul shit that is back there somewhere in your DNA. You feel me?
I think our reward system is fucked up, though.
Right, they're rewarding the foul shit.
Because if we think about
and punishing the truth tellers.
Yes. Like, I saw the interview with Dr. Umar talking about how Columbus Short wouldn't date a woman who didn't have a father in her life because of what the trauma comes with it.
Right.
But then he also said, in the same respect, nobody ever says that about a man who don't got a father in his life. You understand what I'm saying? But now it creates conflict between men and women now. And I'm thinking about what's the reward system? All right, cool, we know what the plays are. Instead of saying, yo, he don't got the chain, so what, he dresses regular, but he take care of me. We gotta reward people that don't live the part too, man. Otherwise, this shit is only gonna go downhill.
But the social system is messed up. It goes back to the same thing. We talk about the college graduate compared to the kid who got home from jail. The college graduate, yo, congratulations, you did a great thing.
Peace be on to you.
The dude that comes home from jail, I got money for you
Right,
weekly.
yeah.
I got clothes
Gear,
for you.
all of that.
I got sneakers for you. I got chicks for you. I'm gonna take you out with me.
Right.
But the college kid is left with nothing.
How about this? You get penalized if you rap too well. If you got too much.
If you're too lyrical.
Yes.
You're too lyrical. You're too lyrical.
Think about, and you're from the era. If you didn't have bars, you couldn't even come out the house and say you a rapper.
Now it's like, oh, that guy's a metaphysical, whimsical type of rapper. I don't want to hear that. I want to vibe. I want to vibe. I just want to.
It's the reward system. I think we gotta reward things equally. Like you said, Sexyy Red.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So
Rhapsody
why
needs
do you
to be
think
rewarded.
they're rewarding her the way they are?
Basically what you said a few moments ago.
Because she could possibly be a plant. And when we say a plant, from who?
The only place that you can break a record nowadays for a good price, is in the strip club. And she makes a lot of strip club music. And people are looking to break artists.
Well, I think that's an old mentality. Are they really still breaking records in the strip club?
This is where this is
Jamar, the girls. I see it.
This young.
I don't go to strip
young
clubs.
generation. But this is what I'm saying. They're basing their music and basing their vibe upon what rocks off in the strip club.
And so
it's across the country.
Right. So now,
Mississippi,
and so that's bad.
New York.
They're using that as the metric.
That's the metric.
Of what's popping. How could this ever improve?
I'm telling you.
If we gotta test our records out in a fucking harlot's den.
But can I say
like,
this?
what kind of shit is this?
But let me say this. But let me tell you why this is going on. Because they're not, hip-hop didn't scare them so much that they don't give us venues and places where you can showcase the hip-hop anymore.
Except where
this is all they're giving.
Debauchery.
where the most freakiest shit is going on.
And
that's a problem.
And then you
Because
know
that's
this.
not where hip-hop didn't start on the pole. I mean, it was a light pole, but it was no broads was swinging down
Bring it
it.
down from it.
We never know.
But then the issue is this. And you know this because you've been a major rapper that knows what's involved with money. It's the other color that has the budget, right? So the other color's gonna say, I don't care where you have to go, Mr. Music Promo, Mr. A&R man. Do you want to keep your job? This man needs to be played. And if he only can get played in a strip club, I need him in every strip club across the country. Then you get him in every strip club across the country, your record breaks, and now that man or those two guys are being rewarded for what they're doing. And so now that's the standard and the premise of how we're gonna do this. And they're only gonna give you a budget enough to do that.
But let's be fair.
So you've just broken down how shit gets fucked
That's
up.
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like basically, that's.
But this lifestyle is intoxicating in a good way. It keeps you fresh. It keeps you vibrant. It keeps you in the
what
know.
lifestyle? What are you talking
The
about?
hip hop lifestyle, the black experience. Think about this. You spoke about your interaction with Puffy, that crazy story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Esso said Puffy just needs to lay low and stay inside the house. Let the storm go. He can't even because he enjoys the lifestyle so much. He enjoys the attention. He keeps going outside. This shit is so intoxicating, just like Sexyy Red shaking in the club. These things playing in the club. Look at it.
Ice Spice, all she does is turn around and bend over.
Bend over.
All she
because
does.
That's strip club culture.
I get
and
it.
not a dollar.
But it's bigger than strip club
up.
culture. Nobody wants to chill. You keep saying, why does Puffy keep coming outside?
But I told you because I know him. I told him. I said,
but why?
If you want to put him in jail,
He's,
right?
Yes.
Just make it. You don't gotta put him in jail. Just make it so he can't go nowhere peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they're doing. He's an outside nigga who's had a lot of money, who's been able to do whatever he wants. All you gotta do
over 33 years.
All you gotta do is stop a person that's been able to do whatever they want. You can't do whatever you want no more. You can do some of the shit. It's jail for them. I can't do anything that I want. I can't do whatever. No, you cannot go to Wyoming and go whitewater rafting and smile
Jamar,
on camera
it's
no
insane.
more. You're not allowed, bro.
Anytime something pops up with him even cracking a smile, story. It's like they got this shit. Oh, you outside again, nigga? Here you go.
You cannot crack a smile.
But it goes back to what we're saying with this culture.
No Diddy.
No, there you go. Yo, I'm surprised more people don't wear them T-shirts.
I mean,
they can't.
The fact that it got to that point, to me, that was a sign that it's over. Like, I don't give a fuck. Even if he does come back with white people, the fact that black people have replaced their little pause game, and I don't like that game. I don't play it.
Mm-hmm.
But they placed the pause game and the, no homo and all that shit.
It's now no Diddy.
Is now no Diddy. Is
wow.
Crazy. Like, I don't think that y'all understand in the black community what this really means. And people keep acting like, nah, I think he can come back. I'm like,
no Diddy.
No. The black community has willfully transferred slangs, like went from one thing to another.
And pause.
Fast.
No Diddy.
Is now no Diddy. And when you're in that space, how do you come back from that? Like, how did niggas go from saying no Diddy to if he gets somehow approved?
Exonerated.
Yeah, if he gets exonerated, if he gets acquitted, how does you stop saying that now?
Oh, it's
like now you reeling
it's
back all the
ingrained.
no Diddies that you ever said? Like it's too late. Them shits is out there in the ocean far. Like, niggas gonna be saying no Diddy for the foreseeable future.
Niggas in Harlem at the Rucker. I'm watching the Rucker and they saying no Diddy. I couldn't believe it. I said, niggas in Harlem is saying no Diddy? I said, this is crazy. Why don't you play the pause game? I saw you say the pause game. I don't fuck with that. What's up with the pause game?
I feel like that was an industry plant.
Yo, the name of this episode is gonna be Industry Plan. Lord Jamar.
How is the pause game an industry plant?
Because the pause game is made, it's created to make you think about gay shit. Where you wouldn't normally even think about this shit.
Niggas ill.
Yo,
Seriously.
I love this.
Niggas ill.
Seriously. I'm telling the truth.
Thank you.
Back in the days when hip hop first started early, you'd hear a beat, Motherfucker be like, yo, that shit hard. Now, if you say that shit hard,
Pause.
why? Why? Why do we have to say that? Nobody was thinking about dicks and shit before when we said that shit is hard. Now all of a sudden, y'all niggas is thinking about dicks and nigga, whoa, nigga, you know, hey, yo, that used to be his shit too. Like, hey, yo. Like,
Whoa. Why is this nigga so fucking crazy?
This is a needed conversation.
I'm
sorry.
I'm just saying, it's trained to now. So now, niggas are so
constantly
worried.
in your mind.
Niggas are so worried about not looking gay
That
that
you're
you have
promoting.
to scan everything that's said to see if it's gay, which in turn is making you think about gay shit.
That's wild.
And you thought it was some sort of defense mechanism of a masculine. Whoa.
But you're really demasculating yourself.
What is wrong with
You're
this
really
nigga?
emasculating yourself because you keep thinking about everything. You're trying to figure out, well, how does that connect to being gay? So now you're trying so hard not to be gay that you're thinking gay thoughts 24/7. That's why I never played the fucking game. I saw what it was from the beginning.
This nigga's wild. When we was outside and we talked about the
I should have had a real drink for this one, but never.
Yo, we
should
could-
have.
That would've been too crazy.
You
It
should
would've
have.
been too crazy.
No, when we talked about the Spanish niggas.
All right, Henny and ginger beer, go ahead.
When we talk about the Spanish niggas who we didn't know was Spanish. Remember?
Talk about it.
And we was like, yo, some of them were Spanish and black. Some of them that you didn't know. We circling back to the hip hop spot because we left this out because we talked about this outside. You recognize that there could have been or probably was dudes that was half Spanish or Spanish involved in hip hop, but they weren't speaking up, living that Spanish lifestyle is what you were saying about
The
it.
first Puerto Rican MCs, Ruby D and Whip a Whip, who I had on my show, they was in Wild Style. Yeah, there's a scene where they line up against the Cold Crush and all that type of shit. There's 3 Puerto Ricans in that line. Charlie Chase. Charlie Chase is the only one that got hair that's like looking like some real Puerto Rican shit. Ruby D comes in the shit. His shit is some big curly ass afro. He looking like he could be black. And then when Whip a Whip come, I mean, when you look at him, he just looked like a light-skinned black dude. His hair was even more nappier than Ruby D's shit. And so they would have had to tell you that they was Puerto Rican. Matter of fact, a line that Ruby D's, my name is Ruby D and I'm a Puerto Rican. You might think I'm black by the way that I'm speaking.
All right, but okay, now stop right there.
Why would you have to say that?
So wouldn't the Puerto Rican culture be involved from the beginning?
No,
Isn't that
because
what they're
he
saying?
already said he wasn't there from the beginning. Okay. He's got in around 76, 77. We got some people saying hip-hop started really around 70, 71. But if we go by the timeline of Kool Herc, then it's 73. So if the first Puerto Rican MC was in 76...
They're 3 years already behind.
All right, now let me say this. You don't think that people in this world are saying, nigga, if I was 3 years in, I was there from the beginning.
Sorry.
You don't look at it, you don't think that they look at it from that?
Nigga, when baby's 3 years old, nigga, you wasn't there from the beginning. The baby's 3 years old, that motherfucker might know how to talk already. Fuck you talking about? Definitely know how to eat solid foods. You didn't teach him nothing. This motherfucker been drinking and eating and doing all kind of shit. He knows how to go count to 3, because what the fucking mother and father was doing. You got there at 3 years old, buddy, and all you did was, and now all you did once you got there.
Is that 3-year-old gonna remember the difference though?
Huh?
Is that 3-year-old gonna remember the difference if I
as
come
the parent,
in?
remember the difference.
The 3-year-old.
Thy as the parent. It doesn't matter what the 3-year-old
It
remembers.
does. The 3-year-old's living the life. You talk about the 3-year-old's living the life.
Stop doing this.
Stretch Armstrong reach and shit. Niggas is.
I gotta be devil's advocate. What are you talking about?
Hang on,
because people looking
Let me
at
reach
it
for one of these
different.
boxes.
They looking at it different. That's all I'm saying. Niggas is feeling like 78, 79 was when hip hop bursted. So they acting like Spanish people was involved in it.
Random thought.
Yeah, we're in Sweet Chick.
Yep.
We're filming in Sweet Chick, Long Island City, the best place to eat your
Sweet
chicken.
Chick.
And they got the drinks and everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I must say this is my first time here.
Yes.
Food was delicious. I had the salad. I had the OG chicken sandwich. Banging. And I had the Arnold Palmer.
Oh, and Queens get the money.
And he's gonna have some liquor on the way out.
But do you think LeBron made a big mistake forcing his son into the NBA, seeing how things are playing out now? Where now the kid is being ridiculed and it's becoming a circus. I wanted it to happen. Let me say that on record.
First of all, I don't follow sports the way I used to.
Got you.
So I know that this happened. I just saw a funny ass meme of it though, where it was supposed
Carrying them in the gym. He's carrying them. Don't call me daddy.
Yo, that shit had me crying. And to me, that's the epitome that encompasses what this whole shit looks like, what it is. Like, let's make no mistake about it. This is nepotism at its finest, right? But, so what? Like, white people practice nepotism all the fucking time. Like, look at all these Hollywood actors whose fucking children go on to be Hollywood actors and shit, and they'll fuck around and do a movie with them and all that type of shit. Will Smith did a fucking movie with his fucking son. And and he's,
He wasn't a good actor.
He wasn't a good actor. Okay? So, that being said, I think a lot of people wish that they could do this. Like, wish they had enough clout in the, just in any sport.
Any situation.
Yeah, in any situation to be able to OG their son, not just into the league, but onto my team. Like, that shit.
With an ill paycheck too.
With an ill paycheck.
So I just want to say one thing about it.
Yes.
I haven't been a big fan of it, but as I thought about it, and come on, I said, yo, do it. Do what you gotta do. Get your son in. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like I told him, I said, if Giannis Antetokounmpo got his two trash brothers in there and they riding the bench, Brony needs to be in there. You know what I'm saying? But this is all I'm gonna say. Giannis ain't sweating his brothers playing no ball. LeBron is acting like he really wants Bronny to get on the court, right? And this is the problem that I have with it. When it's nepotism, you really don't have to prove yourself. It's forced upon somebody, right? He still has to get on the court and prove himself against a bunch of kids who came from the hood and the ghetto, who need this to survive for their families. And he's going up against those people that I don't think he's prepared for. He's averaged 4 points in high school, he's averaged 4 points in college, and somehow he's averaging 4 points in the pros.
Are you serious?
Yes.
His average is 4 points?
Yes. Everywhere.
We're not making this
And
up.
I'm not even like a big basketball fan, but I know that ain't shit. How do you even get in the league?
Because the league has changed. Because the league has changed, and they move towards potential and young players. So they have a player that averaged 3 points a game, but he played against pros in the European League. And a lot of these players don't stick anymore. It's only 333 spots. And they're getting kids now from all over the world. See, back in the day, they wasn't coming from all over the world.
Right.
So now you're getting them from all over the world. So it's really not a lot of spots in there. So now when you putting this young boy in, which is, I thought, from what I see from afar, I've never met him. He's never got in trouble. He's never been on no real bullshit. They only call him smoking weed. And Larsa was DMing him. You know you gotta be somebody. If Larsa's DMing you, you 18.
Scottie Pippen's wife.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen's wife, right? So you that's a whole nother thing. So you dealing with that, right? He's never got into no trouble. So I understand why they want to force this issue. But what I'm thinking of as being a person who damn near grew up in the entertainment industry, this thing right here could damage this kid long term mentally. It's things that people can't see and recognize upon what this is being done because it seems like it's more of a LeBron thing, right? Because I'm gonna land the plane. There's a kid that played for North Carolina basketball, Armando Bangkok, said something like he was getting like $2 million a year or something like that in NIL money. $2 million a year in North Carolina. LeBron's son is making 4 years, isn't it 4 years? 7.9 million, right? That's a little bit less than $2 million a year. He could have stayed at USC and made $5 million a year as a basketball player as being Brony. Am I lying?
But they want him in the league.
Yeah, no, his father wants him in the league.
But here's what I'm
on his team because he, if he leaves, he wants to be able to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Say that happened.
Let the boy make his money. Let him mature his game.
But
let
make
him
his
have his
money.
own
He's
journey.
thinking make his money. He already got money. I'm his father. Like,
Yeah, that's real shit.
he got money. You don't need that little extra few
$8 million.
million. Yeah, that you're talking about. Like, that's chump change to him. Like, he's like, let me get him in the league. Let me get these optics that I want. Yes, this is all about me.
Okay.
And it's all about, he thinks he's doing a good thing. He's cutting the line. He feels like, I'm going to have my son cut the line. Like, every advantage I can afford for my child, I'm doing it for him.
I don't want to disrespect him as a father, but the fact that he's always said he's never had a father and he's able to pull this off, we always overcompensate for what we didn't have in our life. But the fact that you made it to the NBA with no dad and your mom's was young, and then now you lived long enough to put this kid on an NBA team, the only thing I'm afraid of, and Esso said this, even though I wanted this, if this don't work out, it penalizes every other black dude following.
Yes.
So now this kid...
Wait, you said if this doesn't work out...
Like if he really is like looking
If he's
embarrassed, trash.
If he's really not
It's
good.
like if you have your son and they're like, Lord Jamar's son, we ain't bringing none of these other dudes rapping kids through now because this is the pinnacle of her.
That's why I say even when you got the Bickerstaff family, you got Bernie Bickerstaff, you got his son who became a coach, he has his grandson and nephew. He's in the league, right? But he's not on their team.
Right.
He's owning his spot, at least traveling with a whole nother team, with a whole nother coach. I know Bernie Bickerstaff, the grandfather, and the uncle's gonna make the call.
Yeah, they're gonna make the call.
But he's on his own. He's not being carried into the gym. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't carry him into the gym.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
That's it.
That's crazy.
On the Art of Dialogue interview, you said something in reference to Drake and the N-word. What? You feel like he shouldn't use that word?
Although he's half black?
When I look at him, I don't see a white dude.
I see a white dude.
You really do?
Yeah.
Like, how about when you close your eyes and you listen to him, and you listen to him talking when he's amongst other white people? Then what do you see or
he's
hear?
A white dude. It's like my daughter used to say, especially my daughter, shout out to Lil Randy. She used to say, like, these white dudes that look like Drake, they're called spicy white.
Let me ask you this.
so let me
Like
answer
Spanishy,
that
whitey,
right there because
Greeky.
I brought this up last night on my live. I've had a conversation with my brother recently about this whole thing about nigga, and he brought up a good point. And it's kind of making me change my tune a little bit. And here's how. Yeah, I'm on record saying, well, on one time I was on record saying that I felt like sometimes there's an exception to every rule, and I said that it was cool for China Mac to say it. Then, I'm on record saying that, yeah, it's cringeworthy and Drake shouldn't say it, blah, blah, blah. So people try to throw that up at me. And so,
I would.
Listen,
China Mac to say it, but Drake.
I know.
Yeah,
That seems a little crazy, man.
Here's the thing, right? And this was a great point that was brought up to me. So I'm here saying that it's the Black American influence that was in hip hop, right? Mm-hmm. We got to take the good with the bad, okay? So I had brought up to my brother, I said, yeah, well, we don't say, like, cause Puerto Ricans be like, yo, my nigga, damn, everybody says nigga now.
I say, yo, that white nigga.
And right. There's white niggas that say nigga
yo, Russ,
to other white niggas,
yo,
right?
fucking Spanish nigga.
But now check it out.
They say it.
So check it out. And so I said, yeah, well, you know what I mean? It's not like we be saying to them, yo, what up, my spick? Shit like that. We don't say that to them. You know what I mean? Anyone, right?
Mm-hmm. You right.
And so, bro probably sat on that for a day or so, and then he came back. He said, you know what? You know what I thought about? He said, this is my youngest brother, too. He said, Puerto Ricans don't call themselves spicks.
Mm-hmm. We call ourselves
We're
niggas.
the only ones
that
call ourselves niggas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
oh, that's facts.
since everybody copies what we do,
This nigga's, go ahead, bro. Yep.
since everybody copies what we do, if we don't want nobody else to say nigga, then we're gonna have to stop saying it ourselves. And that's coming from a nigga that says nigga.
Nigga. I say niggas.
Woo! Ric Flair,
I
bitch.
say nigga too, and I be trying to stop.
If we got a problem with anybody else saying it, it's because everybody copies the Black American.
Wait, we brag about that fact.
My whole argument is this. When it comes to this whole
Ghost, what
hip-hop
you
shit.
thinking?
No, I agree.
My
Yep,
whole
good.
argument is that we are the mothers and fathers of civilization. Yes, the original man. But something specifically about the black man and woman in America that is on the forefront of all people around the world, and everybody does what we do. So we have to understand the power that we have. We can't expect to be like, yo, what's good, my nigga, my nigga. We got nigga in all these songs. They love hip hop. They want to enrapture it. They want to do everything that we do. They want to fucking walk like us, talk like us, dress like us. When they sing those rap songs, they want to be able to say every word. They don't like having to shut up when we're around. Because you best believe,
Yo, that's real shit.
because they best believe they're saying nigga at home by themselves.
Yo, just even if you go into the video games in those waiting rooms when you play online, first thing they like, oh, we got a nigger on the set. Oh, it's a nigger on
Well,
our
it
team.
used to be like that, I feel like. When I first
that
got
shit is-
online
yeah,
back
yeah.
in the days, it was mad racism
Yeah.
in those fucking rooms. Now, not as much. I play a PUBG. Maybe those people are more that's the only game I really play. Maybe they're more civilized. But it's not the kind of, you don't find the kind of racism that you used to find. But you do find white boys calling each other nigga just
effortlessly.
kind of saying nigga but me and my dudes would be like, yo, my man, we don't play that nigga shit on here. Like, you're not, like, we black for real. Like, you're not gonna be on here talking about nigga. You're not gonna be saying boy. None of that shit. Like, we be pumping the brakes on all that shit. But, again, so, since that Art of Dialogue interview, this is where I'm at with it. We can't expect other people to not say nigga if we gonna keep saying it. So now a decision needs to be made
On our part.
on our part. If we love saying it so much, if it's really such a term of endearment and we just love the way it feels coming out of my ooh, nigga, you know, if it feels that good, then we're gonna have to let other motherfuckers say it because they're gonna copy us whether you like it or not. That's what they're doing. They're copying us.
In real time.
Yet they don't want us involved. That's what's so crazy. They want all of us, but they don't want us.
Yeah, it's like, oh, keep him out of here.
I think he's right. I just don't think that people gonna stop saying nigga.
It's so
It's
ingrained.
inbred in hip hop.
Right. So then I'm
it's just a
saying,
part- it's just
so
a
then we
part of
can't be
hip-hop.
mad when
And
other
then-
people say it.
And then now it's passed along in this way that black people like it, young black people like it when other people refer to themselves as niggas.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, these Spanish niggas. They like it because when Spanish niggas are saying it now to each other, they refer to, oh yo, my nigga. It ain't even like it's different. Like it's
Somehow they found the
Tupac.
camaraderie.
It's Tupac, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. That becomes the excuse of how they're getting it on. Oh, it's never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. That's only for real,
Right.
niggas.
We're back at square one. we circled the wagon just that fast. What's that?
I'm just saying, like,
I mean, hey,
you gotta have been in hip hop at that time. You had to be black. You had to be from the ghetto to even understand never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. I'm not a nigga, I'm a nigga. That's what we try to use, like you said, we try to use things to make us feel better about the situation. That's what hip hop was. Hip hop was taking your bad situation and flipping it. And now you live in the projects. Listen, it's good to live in the projects.
Yeah.
It's gonna make you strong. This is where the real niggas in that. That piss and everything on the elevator is gonna make
Make
you
shit.
not wanna come back to this
yeah.
shit.
Pee in your elevator.
It's gonna make you want
Yes.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, pee in your elevator.
We don't own this shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Don't
make
wait to
you
get to
want
your
that.
bathroom.
And then when you get to your shit,
Do it now. Give a fuck.
Yeah.
that's what it was on.
What's your thoughts on Kanye officially retiring from music?
Is that what happened?
That's what he
Did I
put out.
miss that?
Yes.
So what?
This nigga's on fire.
Yo.
No, I'm just saying, like, because I feel like
Fire tonight. Whoa. Yo, I feel like Joe Budden. I need to go take a smoke break or something. What the fuck?
I appreciate you, Lord Jamar.
no,
'cause
I'm just saying, like,
we gotta protect you.
first of all, we haven't heard any Kanye songs in a while. I haven't heard a Kanye song in a while that I really liked.
Did he put out Vultures or some shit, Ghost?
He
Yeah.
put out some shit that niggas wasn't liking the past few joints, right?
You think so?
Yeah.
Come on, stop
Name
it.
one fucking single.
Yo,
from
now,
one of his last
he don't want
joints.
to go against Kanye. You think so? You know ain't nobody like
Right.
that Kanye shit.
So anyway,
Come on.
and don't be one of them.
I'm on record
Right.
before Ghost was even filming us, and I said when we was filming in New Jersey, I said Kanye should just retire on top. You rich. The Yeezys was popping. I was like,
Right.
why is he putting music out? This transition to something else is phenomenal right now.
He's gonna be a certain level of superstar.
Yeah, for the rest-
regardless if
yeah.
he makes music. He could come out with those masks for the rest of his life and fucking they're gonna chill. Kanye went to the store. Like, you know. So I'm just saying, like, he hasn't been making impactful music recently, right?
Understood.
It already feels like his best musical years were behind him, right? Unless he sees this interview and gets inspired and will be like, fuck that, Lord Jamar, I got some shit.
No, he said fuck all love.
Because everybody's answering now, right? So who knows? Maybe.
Maybe we all get a fuck you.
I'll take the
So that being said, I don't think anybody is like, what? Kanye's retiring? No! By the grace of God, please don't do it. Like, I don't think anybody's saying that. I think they're
I'm
like,
not.
a word?
I'm not.
Okay. Enjoy your retirement. But they also know that niggas like him and Jay-Z, fucking how many times Jay-Z retire?
4.
Exactly.
I
So
heard
we
he's
know
doing
that
an album
niggas
right
be
now.
fake retiring. You gotta just sit around and see sometimes with dudes, cause this could just be a publicity stunt to see if niggas really love me, to see if niggas be like, no, Kanye, no. Like, you see?
Marketing and promotion.
And then he'd be like, oh, I'm coming out of retirement to do this new album. Oh, thank you, Kanye.
Saved us.
That's his prerogative. Like that's This is his marketing. Like,
Yes, it is his prerogative.
like
and it's
the
my
music business
prerogative
is all
to not
about
care.
marketing.
When you came into hip-hop, before the first single came out, they made sure y'all had 3 to 4 bangers in the tuck, ready to go. From what we understood the pipeline to be. Now,
No, not necessarily.
That's
when
a
we
wrong
first
assumption.
got signed, we had a single deal.
What was your first single?
It was Brand Nubian with the flip side, Feel So Good. And it was actually the flip side that kind of did better than the A side, as far as on the mix shows. So they gave you a single deal, and if that did okay, then it was like, all right, you can do an album now. Like, you know what I mean?
True.
So that's how that worked when we got signed.
No, because we've seen so many artists one and done, and it's more visible now than probably ever before. And we're seeing artists scared to put out anything else because they know they just got one off.
Well, that's because they did the shit in the crib. They're not real artists. They didn't pay the type of dues that we paid coming up. We had already had, MCs back in my time, you already had like performance time and battle time and all kind of shit just from coming up in your area
Is that
type
from
of
just
shit.
talent shows? Being talent shows, being the
Well,
being the
you
big
could call
part
it,
of
say,
it.
talent shows. You could say block parties or house parties or just
Park jams.
all of that type of shit. You know what I mean? Or just rhyming outside with your dudes, or you know what I mean? I used to bring my equipment outside and just play. Like, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes there ain't no fucking flyers. Niggas be like, where's these guys on the flyers? Well, niggas was kids. You don't have a flyer to have fun. You just bring your shit outside and set your shit up
And start telling people that, they down
Man,
there.
you don't even have to tell niggas. As soon as they hear that music,
They're outside.
motherfuckers start coming from all around. You know what I mean? That's all they had to do was hear some hip-hop shit, hear scratching and shit. What the fuck's going on
They's
over
calling
there?
niggas in Queens like, something's happening up in the Bronx. Music just came on. Nobody's out here, but get up here, bro. It's about to go down. That's facts. Niggas be like, I'm getting in the car. I'm just coming up there. Real talk.
People, like, even to bring her back, when they were killing Sexyy Red for her ticket sales, it's like she's having a hard time filling up the venues.
Right.
And these aren't even large venues, they're saying.
No, it's nice size, though.
What you
It's
think?
not what she was doing before. It's like 12,000 seaters.
And that's a lot.
That's a lot of
a lot
humans.
to
That's
try
the
to-
part that they're not telling. See, when she did her first tour.
What was she doing, like 3,000?
Yeah, when she
right.
when she sold it the first tour, it was big clubs, 3,000. You know
5,000.
that.
And
is.
now said she could do that
And
now.
she could do that.
And
And she
could
sold
do
that out
now.
crazy. She
Now
can do that now. But
you feeling too
but see,
big.
but see, it don't even. You know this. It don't be the artist. It be the people that's making the money thinking that the artist is too big. And then they take the artist saying, we about to do this, and your pay about to be that. So the artist gonna be like, oh, word?
Oh, word?
Oh, hey, my pay gonna
we
be
doing
that.
even bigger shits now.
And then she gotta find out when she look at this shit and say, my shit's not selling, so why are we doing 12,000 seaters?
Right.
What's selling? Oh, we sold out 5,000, 6,000. But we did 3,000 seaters
Right.
last time, so we could have did 3,000 seaters? And you
had
trying to get me
sold
doing
out
12,
joints and
you
looked
trying
much
to get
better.
me doing 12,000 seater for what? I'll do the 2 shows for the 3,000 seaters. That's the business side of it to make them look bad. Now she got the bad publicity, not knowing she's trying to do 12,000 seaters in this day and age is no bullshit.
That's rugged.
An arena is 22,000, 21,
Easily.
22,000. So 12,000 seater is like,
half the arena.
like a fucking theater like in Jones Beach or something.
Do you think she has a 12,000 seater type of show?
I think in certain cities she could do.
Show. You see what I'm saying?
Let's unpack what a show
when you have
is.
a big
Yeah.
arenas like that, you gotta have one of those real shows where she got real dance steps. You can't just walk out there and turn around and shake your ass and throw your fucking weave around and kiss at these motherfuckers and touch your pussy.
Rihanna don't be doing no dance steps.
Well, Rihanna could sing though. Rihanna could actually sing. You know what I mean? So that's the part
I got you.
that she could
She
she can rely on that.
She
No,
did
but I'm just
choreography
saying,
before.
no, I'm not saying she don't do no choreography.
Right.
But we will watch Rihanna come out and walk out. Hey, just walk right across the. But we good. We happy.
But
Rihanna's
the
outside.
difference is
Girls like this don't do choreography. And if they try to, if somebody
It's gonna
makes
look
them do it, it'd be
crazy.
always half-assed, looking like they don't really want to do it. type of shit, like
Yeah.
acting like, well, I just can't dance. Like, you're like, well, I can't just shake my ass. Like,
Every time her song comes on, even if we're in a brunch spot, the girls jump on the table, the
and
ass
go
shaking
crazy.
starts.
Girls start smacking each other ass and
Yeah.
shit. Like, it's be
It's
crazy.
I feel like it's just a different day and time.
Yeah.
I think that we just not.
But
when,
see-
when we were doing what we were doing, it's not how they're doing what they're
How
doing.
you feel about the backlash Busta got at the Essence Fest?
Yeah, what happened when Busta was going at the audience for not interacting and
Right.
being on their phone.
Right.
He's just trying to do a good show. I can understand.
And he's a performer.
I
Right.
think he should just do
Well,
his
first
show
of
and
all-
let them do what they do, and they paid. They paid their money.
There was I saw a couple of different shots of it, and there was not a lot of people in the crowd. And I don't know what that was about.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, there was not a lot of people in the
Maybe
crowd.
that was the beef. Maybe that's the real shit.
And then the people that were there, I guess they wasn't getting up and all that. Now you'll have some people that will say that they believe it may be some of this because of what Busta said about Black American culture, as far as we have none.
Interesting.
And that some people may be protesting for those statements. I don't know if that's true or not, but the timing just seems kind of ill. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of a thing right now, and now, you know.
I wasn't there at the venue, so this is just me speculating. When I would do the South by Southwest shows, when you perform, is very critical because you could perform at 3:30.
Oh yeah, and nobody's there.
Nobody, but at 3:35, it's flooded. And I seen that happen with Styles P. The crowd was flooded, and when he came up 3 minutes later, it was only 20 people. Then 3 minutes later, they came flooding back in. Maybe he didn't understand.
Well, see, Busta's usually used to being like a headliner, I
That's
believe.
true.
So
Yeah.
if they put him in a different slot,
Yes.
that would make that happen. Because yes, sometimes people are leaving and going to get
It's
food.
the foot
and-
traffic.
You know what I mean? Because we know the Essence
Yeah.
Fest be packed.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I seen one where maybe that was the time, and why would they put him on at that time? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what that was about, but
Let me tell you something.
he wasn't used to none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't used to none of that. And trust me, I've been to many a Busta show. Like, I've been fucking with Busta since Leaders of the New School.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's
He
definitely
knew you since
one
you
of
had
the,
your dreads.
huh?
He knew you since you had your dreads.
Exactly. And I knew him before he had his dreads. You know what I mean? Like, but that being said, yeah, he's one of the illest performers, one of the most energetic performers we have in hip hop. But, you know, yeah, like you said, times
Could it
change.
be
and-
people
and-
aged
and-
out? Could some of these people be aged out?
And I was gonna say that somebody said, listen, Busta, your fans are a certain age. These motherfuckers got knee problems and all kind of shit. They can't put their hands where their eyes can see no more. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's real shit, bro.
these motherfuckers want to sit down and they
And
might be
enjoy-
enjoying the shit, but it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that shit from right here. Like, I don't want to.
That's real
All
shit.
right,
he's saying.
Busta. Since Busta yelling at me and shit, I guess I'm gonna stand. Like,
I mean, but the argument is when these old white rock bands be 79 years old, they rock people be with their hands up, and then they still got young
Do
kids in
they?
the
I
crowd
don't
that
know.
appreciate-
Like, I don't go
That's
to
the
the-
argument. I don't know.
Right, I
That'd
see.
be the argument.
you would have to almost show me the footage. You know, I don't know. But yes, them old ass motherfuckers do be having sold out arenas, and I don't know what happened. But I mean, I think it would be advantageous for my brother to apologize for what he said. You know what I mean? To the black community. Because you best believe if he said some shit like that to the alphabet community,
Oh, it's up.
they would be up in arms,
I mean,
and he would have been had to apologize.
I know Busta. I know Busta, and I'm not gonna like hearing that from him. Like, I'm not Caribbean. I'm just a black. I'm just like we talk. I'm
That's
just a
always been
regular-
a thing, yeah. So
I'm just a
black
regular
Americans
black guy.
versus Caribbeans.
Like,
it's
I'm
always
just
been a
regular
thing.
black guy.
Let's not pretend.
So for me, for him to say that, it's like how like I'm sitting up there like how could you like but I don't got nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
that's always been a thing. Like Caribbeans.
I got something, bro.
No, but
I got soul food, bro. Y'all ain't doing that.
let me tell you something. Jamar said it right earlier. How black people were the prestige, but as time has gone on, right, it's been low-level behavior. Whereas Caribbeans, they look at themselves in a prestigious manner, in a snobbish manner. So they're like, oh, black Americans.
And he can say that he's Caribbean.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I've seen it.
He can say that he's Caribbean, so everybody don't get fly.
You know, Complex just came out with the media personality top 25 list.
But y'all on there or something?
Oh, absolutely not.
I'm not political enough to be up there.
So, you know, Joe Budden is on there.
Okay.
Academics.
Right.
Vlad, of course. Kai Cenat, Ebro. Standard shit.
Right. Okay.
What you think about lists like that?
I don't think about them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't know it was out. And I don't.
It literally just came out.
That's nice. I mean, I guess if you're on a list to get acknowledged for whatever you're doing in a field by somebody that you might feel is reputable.
Somebody you don't even know.
Yeah, somebody that you don't even know, but a lot of
Congratulations
times,
to everybody.
these
though.
are publications. Yeah, these are publications that people feel are reputable. So I guess people like to be acknowledged. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I think it's cool.
Is there anything that is reputable if you think about it?
No, that's a good question.
Yes.
Here's what
Yes.
here's what I would say about this though. I wouldn't, for anybody that didn't get on the list, okay, I wouldn't feel like you're any less than the people that made it onto that list. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? Because we know that these lists are subjective. These lists are, you know, a lot of times about relationships that people have and all this type of shit. So
Favors.
yes, it's not always about merit. Sometimes it's about who got the most money and all of this type of shit.
Part of the game. Do you think we're top 25 hip-hop niggas on the list?
Yeah.
Say that's all that matters.
And see, let me just say,
That's all that matters.
like I just met y'all today, right? Mm-hmm. Like I fuck with y'all. You know why I'm even here? Because y'all's videos have come across my timeline before, and there's certain people that I don't fuck with. I don't have to know them or nothing like that. It's just like, yeah, I don't like what they do.
What they represent.
Yeah, I don't like what they don't look like real niggas. Like, you know what I mean? When I saw y'all, I was like, I like these guys right here. Like, and then I just kept seeing y'all, and you know what I mean? I was like, I like these dudes. And as long as you stay consistent and you keep doing your fucking shit and you keep coming up in a motherfucker's timeline from now and then, and it just happened to be some shit that a motherfucker can resonate with,
And connect with.
then it's like, you know what? It's not even that I even thought, yo, if these niggas ever hit me up, I'm gonna be like, yeah. It didn't even cross my mind really, like, but when you did, you know.
And it wasn't
I looked
because
at the page and
yeah.
I was like, oh, these dudes. I'm like, I know these dudes. I fuck with these guys.
And it was before the controversy.
Yeah, I was
shit.
like,
That's why
I like how you
That's why
talk.
timing was crazy because it was before all of that. Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking. I said, these niggas got me. They don't even ride. They don't even realize.
Yeah.
These niggas got it.
I was like,
I didn't know.
Timing is
Trust
But
me,
you know
I'm
what it
not
is,
one of
Jamar?
these like, yo, on Monday, I'm gonna go viral. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm
Some
not one of
niggas live
those
for that.
dudes. Like, I'm not out here thinking that. I'm just being me. I'm just
Yeah.
living me. You know what I mean? He's asking me if I had a whole rollout and
I
shit
told him,
after
I
this.
said, nigga,
He's
you
like,
ain't got
yo,
no
you need to
t-shirts
do
and
this
nothing?
and that. Yeah, don't talk
I'm
about it.
trying to give him the whole plan. I'm giving him the whole plan. Like, yo, you know, the hot tour chick made $300,000-$400,000 off the t-shirt
Really?
and all that.
And I'm like, and that's what I said. And I'm like, but I'm not.
You might have to make a nigga t-shirt.
I might, but listen, I'm not normally an opportunist like that. I feel like if you be a good person and you tell the truth and you do the right thing out here in the world, the universe is always going to reward you. And that's what has always happened to me in my life. So I don't, you know, a lot of people feel like they got to nickel and dime every situation and try to, you know, squeeze the fucking, you know, quarter to the eagle scream type of shit.
$400,000 is a lot of quarters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sneezing at that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You gave me
$400,000 a lot of
Don't
quarters.
get me wrong, you gave me an idea, and I will be sending you on a trip if this goes forward.
We got a deal. We got a deal.
Okay, bet. It's
But
up.
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to show people that, yeah, everybody likes to make money and needs to make money and shit like that, but I'm not one of these money-driven people. Like, I don't say shit just because I think that I'm gonna make money off of it. I'm saying this shit because this is what I truly know to be a fact. And if I happen to say some catchy shit while I'm telling you about it, that we could pull it on a t-shirt, then so be it.
You know we go for
Oh
it.
no, you said some catchy shit. We gotta stop. You dropped some taglines for t-shirts from more than half your life. You've been able to transform the world based on your thoughts and your voice and your words. So whether it's music, poetry, or even when you decide to get into media or doing interviews, you understand? When I'm watching you do your podcast, I'm like, more, not less, more. And I know you're Lord Jamar, so there's things that come in that interfere from you doing that more. I'm not gonna make the assumption like he could do it all the time, but you see the reaction of you chilling. You have 5 different entities going viral and mad at you in less than 36 hours. Some niggas can't even do that in 2 lifetimes.
I mean,
But
again,
he
it's not
doesn't
like I'm
care.
trying
And he's not trying, though.
to do.
But he comes from an era that doesn't care about viral.
Because what was viral back in the days? People knowing your name.
Popular.
Like,
Popularity,
yeah, just being popular.
going platinum, going gold,
Hit record.
And if that's the case, I've been a viral nigga.
nonstop.
Oh, let me stop saying nigga. I've been viral, you know, most of my life. You know what I mean? I've always been someone that you knew.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? I've always been a popular dude, like, coming up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Would you focus on the media game, just being able to sit down and really critique the culture and give your opinions on things that's going on day to day?
see, the day-to-day shit, like, doing it every day,
What about 2-3 days out the week? Or once
you know, again, if the money's right, you know, and if I, see, y'all got help. Y'all got
Yeah. It's tough. It ain't
your
easy.
man with the cameras and shit like that.
He talks to, like you said.
And the sound.
And see, I'm a Virgo, so I'm
and
very
the editing.
right. I do most of the shit myself. I do gotta does some editing for me, but I got lights and shit like that. Like y'all using the Sweet Chick lights, right? But I got like the soft box and all that type of shit, and then I got the fucking other lights, the the practicals that go in the
He
back.
says all that shit is too much. It's extra.
He knows how to manipulate and post.
Hey, you can bring it, but he don't feel like setting all that shit up.
If you're in a studio, yeah.
Right. But see, I mean, I'll be at the crib, but then I'm not leaving it like that. You see? So I gotta set it up every
Yes.
time.
It's exhausting.
You see? And now that
You gotta
gets-
love it.
Right.
You just like it. You don't love it.
Currently.
You just like to talk your shit, but you don't like to do the other side of it.
Because again, I like to talk my shit, but not every day about everything. Because some of this shit is not worth talking about. Like if I had a job where I have to talk about Sexyy Red every day, you know what I mean? Like even if I'm getting paid a hell of a lot, it's like, yo, come on, like, nah, I need you like, come on.
What else we doing?
Or if I gotta play like music that I really don't enjoy. See, I'm not one of those people that want to do things that don't make me happy. I work off of inspiration and shit like that. Like, I make beats and shit, but I don't make beats every day. I write rhymes, but I don't write rhymes every day. I have to be inspired. And then when I'm inspired, I make some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When I'm inspired to say some shit, I say some shit. But I'm not every day inspired just by, like, the meaningless
The day to
bullshit.
day.
Like, yo, Kanye ate some Fruit Loops today. It's all over the internet.
Do you like Fruit Loops?
No, I don't eat cereal.
That's what they
I
would
used
say.
to when I was a kid, though.
But that's what they would say. Do you like Fruit Loops? That would be the topic. Yes or no?
It's
No.
interesting when we stop eating when we get older. Like I used to eat cereal too.
I used to eat Frosted Flakes
bro.
as a child.
All of that.
The worst.
It's the worst. Frosted Flakes. If you don't eat it for years, so you like, this shit got a ton of sugar in it, bro.
So what makes you tick on a regular basis?
I definitely like finding shit out, like uncovering shit, you know? I definitely like
Private eye
getting
shit,
to the source.
nosy ass shit.
Well, see, not no. That's what I'm saying. Not nosy shit like that. Like, yeah, what is people into per se? Like on some. I like to know how shit works for real. You know what I mean? How does oxygen really interact with your body to make it live?
Listen, man.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Shit
like
like
Shit
that.
he be on.
I'm into all of that, but I don't want to have a Terrence Howard moment.
No, we're not gonna.
Because
We're
they're
not gonna
going
go
for
there.
Okay,
We're not gonna
good.
go there. I'm just saying he's
No, but
asking me
but
the
I'm
type
into,
of shit I'm into.
I'm into stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how does that process and break down and
Yeah, like just shit like that. Like and sometimes they lied to us about things in biology, science, history, all kinds of shit. So I like to get to the real. And that kind of aligns with what I'm doing here. Like, this is about the truth of history. Yeah. We're trying to get to the truth of history, not the spin. Because there's plenty of spins on history that are not true.
people are always gonna write the story from their perspective.
But if you say something enough, it
becomes the truth.
It becomes true. Even without any evidence, people will still believe it's
They're
true.
gonna regurgitate it. Somebody's gonna just take it and regurgitate it.
And especially if somebody who you believe is a teacher or some sort of authority,
They can manipulate it to their
if they
likeness.
tell you that, oh, I don't know, dinosaurs existed, y'all motherfuckers gonna believe it. There was no fucking dinosaurs.
Oh man,
Just
shit,
like
keep going.
Everybody comes on the show.
there was nobody else but black Americans who created hip hop.
Yo, you gotta respect Lord Jamar.
Okay?
No, listen.
Those are both myths, lies, whatever you want to call them, misconceptions.
What you say about when they say crocodiles and alligators and all these things are
Shit.
descendants of
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs?
I say that's a lie. I say they've been the same for as long as they've have been crocodiles and alligators. Let me ask you something. Have you ever in your life seen an in-between species? Like a species that's morphing from one species to another? A half
Evolution.
horse, half rhinoceros. A half bird, half man. Like anything.
Half bird, half reptile, like a pterodactyl, like they said, like the dinosaur.
Have you ever seen this in your life? Where is this? If evolution is real, where are all the things that are in mid-evolution right now?
I mean, but it
You
does.
mean, but
They're gonna
what?
say the crocodile.
No, but Jamar.
But the crocodile has been the same for as long as we know
As
it.
long as they told us it was.
Listen, the only things they show you of dinosaurs are models that they made, bro.
But evolution
There
does.
are no real fossils of
Peep
these
this,
things.
when the first discovery of dinosaurs, they were losing funding. And they found the dinosaurs.
There you
out
go.
of nowhere.
Right when they needed to find them. At the perfect time.
How about the first black person to find dinosaurs found them in their backyard?
And if dinosaurs really existed, we'd all be finding them in our backyard. we just be stumbling upon dinosaur bones. Stop it. They didn't exist. It's some shit you were told, and a lie became the truth because people kept saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it. You see that? You see how you're even looking at me like you're not sure?
No, I'm thinking about evolution.
That's how niggas gonna look when motherfuckers say,
It's fucking crazy.
you know, hip-hop was started by Puerto Ricans 50-50.
It's my
And
thing.
now they looking at me like I'm fucking crazy.
But evolution does happen in real
No,
time.
it doesn't. Adaptation happens. Evolution never happens. What will happen is you'll take a bird who lives in one geographical location, and it may it'll adapt to another geographical location, but it won't turn into a whole other species. Okay? It'll change its color. It'll add fur. It might even add a fucking arm, but it won't turn into a whole nother species. Never does that happen.
Let me tell you something.
There's no Chinese dinosaurs.
What do you mean Chinese dinosaurs?
There was
You
never
that's
a
in
dinosaur found in
There's
China.
no like Chinese version of a T-Rex.
China ain't talking about no dinosaurs.
Interesting.
Dragons.
Dragons, yes.
Right.
It's dragons.
Now, I don't know. Now, a dragon, I'd say there's more evidence that dragons might have lived than a motherfucking
What
dinosaur,
about
bro.
breathing fire though?
Why not?
Listen, I don't know, but all I'm
Because
saying
what
is
animal breathes fire?
How you
Like,
gonna get fired from your gut?
You never know.
what animal spews out elements like that? No, there's no animal that does that now.
Listen, this thing yo.
and they could have added shit. All I know is multiple societies talk about giants and dragons.
Giants for real.
Okay? Multiple cultures that
Around-
predate all this bullshit,
yeah.
but none of them talk about dinosaurs.
Beyond the Bible.
But they do talk about dragons and giants.
The giants.
So, again, I feel like, and
I seen the
I've
giant last
seen
night.
bones of giants.
Oh
or
no,
whatever
we saw a giant bitch, yo.
I saw like a
Yo,
she
there's-
was like 7'3".
Yo,
because
nigga.
there's remnants of the. That's,
She was like 7'3" last night. Where the
And you know where the giants come from based on the
yeah, the Nephilim.
Nephilim,
yeah, fallen angels.
See, y'all-
and all
y'all-
that.
No, that's from the Anunnaki thing.
Yeah, I believe-
You know that. It's the same, yeah.
I got a question for you. What does the 5% nation mean to you?
My foundation of knowledge. It's what allowed me to realize my God self and allowed me to exercise my power as God. It showed me that I can take something from my mind and then speak it or live it out, and it'll become real. It'll become flesh. That's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's gases, liquids, and solids.
How do you feel about people feeling like the 5% nation just covered up a lot of things people was doing gangster back in the day, selling drugs, killing niggas, because a lot of them was a part of the 5% nation as well.
Why would you say the 5% nation was covering it up, though? See, those are individuals that would, everybody is God of their own universe. You God, and you have your own universal family and your
Or
universe.
make it, or using it as the reason, not covering up, using it as the reason, like, I'm God. This is just how people felt. A lot of gangsters, you got Supreme, niggas from Brooklyn. Like, the 5% nation is prevalent in hip-hop. People don't talk about it. A lot of dudes is 5%ers in hip-hop. It's like it's a hidden code. It's a lot of y'all walking around here, and I rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's an idea that I know it's a walk of life. I know a lot of gangsters follow this same walk of life, and other people outside of it say, well, they use that as a reason to do the dirt or the
I don't think
crime
the
that
gods
they did.
ever used being God as a reason to do crime. I think a lot of these brothers, when they got knowledge, they already was dealing with crime and shit like that. They already were in these communities and were at a certain level to where, yeah, knowledge might have opened their mind to a certain degree, but a lot of them were still young.
Yeah.
Not a lot of discipline at that age, and they still had to live realistic you know, they had to live out here in the world. Like, so we used to say shit like, yo, well, if I don't sell it, somebody else is gonna do it. Like, you know what I mean? Might as well be me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of justification some of us used to say when we were still children, though. Like, you know what I mean? So a lot of the people that you're talking about, were unfortunately children at this time that was doing all of this. And sometimes you have, you know, we live in two worlds. You got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like, you know what I mean? And we all living in that pull of duality sometimes, that positive and negative. So, but see, the 5% Nation will make you understand that all things have a positive and negative polarity. And so now some people might exploit that and say, I understand what you're saying.
That's
and
what
so
I'm referring to.
well, since all things are positive and negative, you know, I got to do the negative too.
There you go.
And,
And that's all
and
I
just
was
like
talking
we were
about.
saying, disruption and all of this type. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, it goes
now that
full
goes
circle
full
moment.
cycle back to disruption. And listen, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is.
Why do you think so many people from the 5% Nation made it as hip-hop rappers back then?
Yeah, it's so many.
That's
like,
easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Please tell me.
Because, first of all, when you have to knowledge your lessons, you got to know them word for word. So you're memorizing them is like memorizing rhymes, okay? Then, when it's time to say your rhymes in a cipher, a cipher is like performing in front of a crowd. You got to get over any fear of talking in public and all that type of shit. So public speaking becomes part of what you do. Then, to top it all off, when you really get swift with your lessons and certain gods that you look up to, the way they say they lessons, there be a certain rhythm to it. A cadence, and the way they be moving. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Like some rhyme shit. Who the original man? Original man, the AI black man, make a whole queen planet Earth, follow civilization, God of the universe. There's a certain rhythm to that. And when you start saying your lessons, it's like, it's almost like hip hop. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of gods was easily could transfer. And, you know, you want some knowledge shit, so you know that like in hip hop, like those who can control language are the winners. You know what I mean? If your vocabulary is higher than the average person, that helps you win, especially if you're on some lyrical shit. You know what I mean?
Speaking of disruption, Esso had hit me the other day. I was out the loop. He said, Nike is down 40% in their stock.
Really?
Something like that, 24 billion.
No, it's 40 now.
They had lost like $240 billion or something.
And now,
something crazy.
Now, when Kawhi went out, right? Remember how they put Derek White in instead of Jaylen Brown?
He's a Nike ball player, they said.
But they're saying Jaylen Brown went against Nike.
Yeah.
And he just spoke out against them. He's like, I'm not afraid of you or your resources. He
got 300 million.
Uh-oh, his crib might get raided.
No Diddy for Jaylen Brown.
Like, for real.
He got 313 million, and that's why they scared.
What that mean?
That's why they scared to give black man that money, because he's like, listen.
Oh wait, is that the guy from Boston?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
And he's smart. Like,
He's
Yes, and my
smart.
son lives in Boston, right?
Interesting.
And I told him, I said, yo, keep an eye on this dude. Get involved with whatever the fuck he's doing. Because he's up there talking about spreading money amongst the black community and doing business shit.
And they don't want to hear that.
And I'm like, yo, get next to this guy.
And
I don't care what you figure it out.
Yeah, and now he won a ring. Now he's the MVP of the finals. And now you can see it. He's not at the Olympics. But his teammate, who's not even.
He has
who
3
is.
teammates.
He got 3 teammates. 2
Who
of them.
averaged 4 points a game.
Yo, that's
They're catalysts. They got catalysts to winning. They got defensive players and catalysts to winning before they have the MVP of the finals up there. So that automatically tells you like nothing's changed. Plus, they don't want to give him any endorsements. He doesn't have endorsements because they don't want to keep feeding this man money to help the black race because that's what he's already telling you he's gonna do with his
And Jamar-
313 million. So why would I sponsor you with a sneaker? Why would I send you to the Olympics and make you a bigger ball player when you're talking about positive black stuff and building a brand new, what's that thing that they burnt down? I'm drawing the blank. Oh, a new black Wall Street
right.
up in Boston, a white town.
Right.
We can't let him
now
stay.
to go back to Jamar's point. See why they got to push Sexyy Red forward? Because the knock on Jaylen Brown.
Bang, bang.
I'm not so mad at Sexy Red like y'all.
I'm not mad, but you gotta.
not mad.
We gotta identify everything.
Because you
I had
like
Lil'
Sexy
Kim.
Red.
I had
goddamn.
Little Kim. No, I don't necessarily like her rap, but I love Little Kim.
Okay.
So it's like I
Well-
can't be somebody who loved Little Kim and say I don't like Sexy Red.
Yeah, because you gotta understand too.
Hey, here's the thing. I never said that Kim's shit looked like it stink, did I?
Never.
She might have been a bad girl, but I never said,
She looks
looked
clean.
at her and
She always
said,
looked clean.
She looks clean.
I just didn't see that in her.
It was crazy.
Even though she promoted some foul shit, I didn't look at Kim and be like, nah.
Kim looked clean.
I'm saying,
Shout out to
a
Kimberly
lot of
Jones.
these girls who promoted this sex shit, I ain't look at them like that.
You didn't want to smash
It's
him?
only her.
Oh. But you know what? It's a lot of people.
She's the one.
It's a lot of people that feel that way about Sexy Red. And I'm just trying to figure it out because I'm like, yo, I love Little Kim. Foxy was talking a little crazy.
Nicki,
Trina's
too.
my people.
Trina.
Trina was talking crazy.
You can forget about that.
You know what I'm saying? So I like people. It's like war on Sexy Red, and I just feel like it shouldn't be that way.
Let me,
because
do you feel like that
things
about
can-
Lotto?
No, I don't feel that way about Lotto.
Glorilla?
No, I don't feel that way about Glorilla.
Okay, but then Sexy Red.
But listen, Lotto's a real Lotto rap,
Yeah.
right? And Lotto came up as a kid on TV.
Yeah, do you feel like that about
Lotto
Ice Spice? Nobody says Ice Spice
Yeah,
stink.
I feel no stink.
Or does she look like she stink?
No, Ice Spice looks very clean.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna say that about Ice Spice.
Okay, then.
Ice Spice looks clean. I'm not gonna lie. She look like she smells good.
very clean.
She look like she smells good. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying?
But to go back to
Look like she
Jaylen Brown,
smell like bubble bath.
but back to Jaylen Brown, what you said with your son, part of the reason they didn't want to draft him is because scholastically he was so up there, like above a 4.0. Well, he went to Cal, like everything valedictorian.
He did like rocket science or something.
Yeah,
shit was
like
his
he's
fucking-
out of this world with it,
was his
Jamar.
fucking shit. He didn't taught classes at Harvard and stuff.
Yes.
Wow, really?
If he never made it as an NBA player,
He'd still be good.
He
with
would
it.
be an astronaut or some
yeah,
crazy
he
shit.
could have been a lawyer, all of that. So, and they're seeing that, and they're like, the only downfall he has, he loves the thoughts.
He loved the thoughts.
No, he got the basketball player right now.
You know what that bitch did? That was
some
the,
thought shit.
that was the same chick.
The Grisnick chick that
Yes.
plays for Chicago?
Yes, the same one. Remember when Porter got kicked off the Rockets?
That's the girl?
Yes, that said beat him and beat her, and then she had to retract the statement and lost.
That's her?
Yes,
And he messing with her?
yes.
That's crazy.
Man lost us
I thought
100.
we said Jaylen Brown one of the smartest niggas in the world. Man, we got to revisit that because common sense ain't so common.
Yo, listen, Dots is undefeated.
I got a hip hop question for you. During your time, hip hop, who was the illest rapper during that time?
Outside yourself. Was you good?
But he said he never wanted to be the illest
Right,
rapper.
I never wanted to be the illest
That's why I
rapper.
can ask him this question.
Apologies.
Yeah, he said he never. He wasn't
Re-ask that
concerned with
question
that.
again.
You know what I'm saying?
During what time were we specific?
Just when your time, when you was shining, when Brand New being slow down, when y'all was making y'all waves, when shit was up. Who was the hottest nigga back then? Was it LL Cool J?
Like right when we came out?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. Probably was Grand Puba.
Puba. I knew you was gonna say that. Because for a long time, he was in everybody's top 5 and top 10 for a long
Puba
time.
was, yeah, like y'all, I think people don't understand. They don't understand the reign that we had, and then the effect that Puba had on the game at that time. Like, everybody wanted Puba on a record. Like, I don't know who didn't want to fuck with Puba at that time. Like, he was probably like Lil Wayne or some shit at that time.
Interesting.
The way people wanted
People love
him on
Puba.
features and shit like that, and just
And he didn't really
wanted
do a lot of features,
to work.
right?
He did a few, but like, you know,
He wasn't on that type of
Puba
time.
is a Puba guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Creative,
him and
artistic.
Rakim were, they put them together as some of the most like difficult guys.
Difficult. I heard Puba was difficult.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, Puba gonna do shit his way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I think because, and this is probably a good thing, he wasn't ready to play the game the way certain people wanted him to play it, is why he didn't turn out to be, you know, a Jay-Z of that time or some shit like that.
Because he definitely.
But if he
What is
would have
that?
played the game, he could have fucking been.
What does it look like to play the game on a surface level?
To do whatever the fuck these motherfuckers want you to do. That's what playing the game is. To always say yes. That's what playing the game
Is it identifiable though? Because most people would not think Jay-Z played the game. The average human.
Niggas start talking weird. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
With weird analogies and shit like that. Like, these money niggas will say shit like, yeah, we're in bed together on that project over there. So if we're talking about another man,
Yeah, we're in bed together.
they'll say we're in bed together. But he's talking about they're doing business together. But why would you say it like that? Puba said one of these famous motherfuckers, who I'm not gonna say their name, but one of these famous manager niggas said something to the effect of, because he was trying to,
Understood.
he was trying to get this manager was trying to get a record label head to do something for Puba, and he told Puba, just do this, and then I'll suck his dick and play with his balls or some shit like that, he said. But he tried to say it as if it was a metaphor for
What he's gonna do?
right
Puba wasn't
for
digging that.
doing whatever work he had to do. But he probably fucking really meant it. Like, for all I fucking know.
Is Puba 5% too?
Yes.
There you go.
That's already a no-go.
right.
Suck his dick and play
So
with
when
his balls.
Puba hears this type of shit, he's like,
Nah, bro.
like, what you say?
Nah, bro.
Like, nigga, I don't want nobody to fucking play with nobody's balls in for me.
From my behalf?
On my behalf.
That don't make no sense.
Your fucking mind. Don't talk to me like that.
Who even use that language, bro?
You know what I mean?
That's how they looking at it, yeah.
So playing the game would to be like, let a nigga say some shit like that to you and be like, okay, cool.
All right, cool.
But now they got you. Oh, he's cool with the
lingo.
homosexual innuendos and shit like that. Let me take it to the next level.
Like pause, get you thinking gay.
No, that would have been the perfect time for the dude to say, pause. If you gonna use it right, that would have been the
What about slow down? Talk to me about slow down. What was the process of making that record? Did you ever talk about that before?
Probably somewhere.
But that's one of my favorite records.
Yeah.
Hip-hop records
I
of
know
all
Sadat
time.
found a sample. We tried to fuck with it a couple times, and it wasn't working or something like that. Then one day, I don't know, we found the drums, and it was just started working right, and you know what I mean?
What you mean you found the drums? Which I
It just be happening.
Yeah, see, back then, you know, today people will find a record and they'll pick apart the whole record and everything right there from that one record. But back then, we would like, you know, the guitar might be from here, the drums is from here, the the horn. These are all different records. We're putting collages of shit together back then.
Of the black music that wasn't part of the Caribbean descent or the
Well,
Spanish
Slow Down
descent.
was actually some white people and shit. The Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians made that song. But again, it's how we as black Americans use anything that makes it hip hop. See what I'm saying? Turntables are not hip hop. It's once we start scratching on the motherfuckers and making it go
hip-hop.
on beat with the record, that's what makes it hip hop.
Hip-hop.
It's not the equipment that we're on that's hip hop.
It's us.
It's us. It's what we do.
It's our DNA.
Even all this fashion, like, it's not hip hop until we put it on. White boys been wearing baseball hats for how long? Like, only
They
when
wear
we
fitteds
put it
before
on.
we was wearing
They been
fitteds.
wearing all of these type of shit. It's just the way it's just a certain way that our shit falls and looks on us. And these niggas could put the same exact shit on and they're not gonna look they're not gonna look like this.
Yo, Lord Jamar on BagFuel. This has been quite an eventful interaction, man.
I don't even got nothing to say. I got one question, one more. And we ask everybody this. It's a money commandment that you live by, which means something that you do to keep money in your pocket.
A money commandment.
Which means something that you do to keep money in your pocket.
Well, I feel like one of my money commandments is to treat your money with respect. I don't like balled up money. I don't like money that's facing all different ways and shit like that. I like all my shit to be
layered,
facing in chronological order.
Yup.
You know what I mean?
Respect.
Facing all the same way. And I also feel like there's definitely a law of you must give in order to receive.
Gotcha.
Okay? So if you one of these stingy niggas out here that's scared to fucking spend money or give money to somebody that might need it and all this type of shit,
I agree.
you're not gonna get fucking money back.
No doubt.
So, yeah, but you gotta do it freely, with love. You can't do it expecting, okay, if I do this, then I'm gonna get it back. Like, yeah. And that's when shit happens for you.
I appreciate that. BagFuel, like, subscribe, super thank, ring that bell for the BagFuel Brigade so you can get these shows before time. It's only $5. We got Lord Jamar in the building. It's going super duper viral.
Thank you, man.
It was a crazy talk, and we really appreciate you
And
taking
where
time
can they
out to
watch
say.
your content and your videos?
Man, check me out on YouTube. You're Not a Mean Godcast. Follow me on all social media at Lord Jamar. And yeah, just stay tuned.
We gonna follow him. We just met him today. It's lit. It's up. BagFuel. BagFuel.com. Sign in for consultations. Hit me up. DM me. Let's talk. 8-bar clips. Get it on.
What you
It's a feed.
consultating?
But yo, hit me up. I do a lot of consultations for
Okay,
these dudes to help them understand their money, help them in ways to get into the music business, what you really got to do, the art of management for real, what publishing is, what a real budget is, how to market and promote their
You know what's
product,
interesting?
everything.
Everybody's still tripping off that 200%.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you and Jamar talk about that?
I'm
Because I don't know if you...
I'm teaching them about, I don't gotta reiterate, we did all that. I'm teaching them about publishing, all different type of things. So if you want to start a record label, the difference between a record label and a production company, all different type of shit.
Yo,
Man. So we out of here.
peace.